Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a... That one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Lawrence looking to throw. His first throw is an interception. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans will have a first down. Right back to Pollard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now he'll throw off the play fake. His first throw is an interception. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 31. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run, ETN. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Hey, run! 30 left!
ETN. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, here comes Tyjae Spears. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go! Go!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He fires one deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Dragon 60! Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got it near the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pollard on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Pollard. And he ticks this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, hey. 30 left. Go, go. Silver.
Lawrence now off the play action. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Titans get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Buffalo 18.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range.
Reload! Reload! Check go!
Again, a run with Pollard. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
60 Maverick.
The play clock's getting down there, so Brian Callahan signals for time. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready, set.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans parlay the interception into points. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
These are 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, I'm gun.
Lawrence working from the gun. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Caught on the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Titans will get set to take over.
Check that. Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Finds his man over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Stopped by Cedric Gray. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Rip, 23. 30 left.
Pressure coming for Lawrence. That's taken in by Etienne. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Red.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's on the move. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hey, run. Hey, kill.
Receiver gets it on the handoff. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Etienne will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
11, Agate. These are 24.
There's a give, left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays, really. There's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Easy. Route. Go. Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
11. Hey, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready?
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
On the return, here comes Spears. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. 7 Pirates. Get up.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Gets everything he has under this throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Here we go.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Running right, here's Pollard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
On the jump.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll try and throw it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
18, Pioneer. 65 cat, 65 cat. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be Jaguars football. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We're at 23.
Now it's Lawrence. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Oh no, they get him yet again. Amani Hooker has it. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Track at 60. Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll come out throwing. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
This one's taken in by Hill. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready? Check go.
Pass play now. Completes this one to Hill. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed to Pollard. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice.
Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. It's an 8-yard pickup. Then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Let's go. Go.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Jags pick it up.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
Hey, gun. Think right, open. Think right.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. He's looking deep once again. He's got it deep downfield. And they finally tackle him after a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Think right, open. Hey, Lion.
They go right back to ETN. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary?
Hey,
That's
Ryan.
it.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Hey. 11, Agate. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. The quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throw on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Handoff running left, Pollard. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Go! 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
To the air, 3rd and long. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is clean, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
24. Hey, I'm gun. Go. Hey, kill.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 4th quarter lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
On now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, here comes Spears. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Connects with Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Trap 60, hey.
Dropping back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
18 radical.
Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans down by 7. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, shot. 79 Bronco.
Now to throw. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Foye Oluokun with the pick. And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Trying it right side with Etienne. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 2nd and 3 now. This is Etienne. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Jaguars kneeling out the rest of this victory.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say goodbye from Nashville.